Hello everyone, I'm back with another project here. This is actually quite a nice find. This is a old tape recorder that my physics teacher just found at a flea market sale, and he got it for pretty dang cheap. It was $2 from what he told me, but let's just go ahead and open it up, because I mean, I've seen part of it, but I don't know full details. So take the top of it off. If you can see, it's an Akai tape recorder. Here's the print-off that came with it. It's a 1965 Akai M8 reel-to-reel. It has two. This thing's really heavy. It has two big old inputs for mixing, because what he had showed me earlier was that you could do tape splicing with this and actually mix the two together. I have no idea really what all of these controls do, because I'm not an audio expert, but as you can see, it had just stereo, mono switch, so you could input it from different ones, and it had the big don't know what size that is, but I want to say maybe 2/3 of an inch or something like that. Plugs that you would just plug in giant mics in, and these were actually individual preamplifiers, the left and the right channel, and then this is actually where the tape heads would go, and you just stick it on there, it would record it, and all that good stuff. But here, let me go ahead and open it up. It worked earlier when he showed it to me, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it up and turn the power on. So you can see that. Just the individual lights for the VU meters, and stereo, mono and stereo. On stereo, it activates this preamp. Mono, it turns it off, different volumes. Oh, okay, it does work. That's good. Yeah, I forgot to mention, this thing actually has built-in speakers with this thing. So if you didn't see it, those are the real heads. But this thing has built-in speakers to it, so if you can just hear the little clatter as I adjust the volume knob on the left channel. The tone, I don't know really what this does, but that's out speaker, push to monitor. I guess if we shut this off, yeah, I guess those speakers are the monitor speakers, and when I hit it, it outputs the little noise of the knob, eh? That's nice. They're recording, so if I just stop it, it's already playing. I don't want that, but here's the nice thing about it. It's got one of those mechanical tape counters on it, and it's all really nice and really old. I mean, I don't know how to even start, where to start, but why not? Let's just open it up. So, forward. Oh, yeah. Forward turns on the wheel there. Reverse. Rewind, turns on this one. Oh, okay. Start, stop, play. I think play, if we take that little piece off, we hit play. Yeah, it just brings out the little recording head there. And record. Well, I can't do that right now because, don't have anything to record from, so it's kind of just stuck like that for now. Really don't know where to begin with this. We might as well just open it up and see what's inside. From what I read on the actual manual right here, is that I think it may be a tube variety. I thought at first it was transistor because, the arrow where it's from, but I don't know. Alright. Just give me a moment and I'll get everything set up for us to just open it up. And we'll just see what's inside. I won't take anything apart because I think it's actually working pretty well. It just needs to be cleaned up. So just give me a few moments. Okay, got it all unplugged and ready to go. Nice thing about this is it's got like these individual slots, I guess you would say, or racks, like, you know, card racks, where this preamplifier comes out, this preamplifier comes out, and then the tape head itself comes out. And they're just held in by these 4 screws here. Also, something I'd like you to notice here, I couldn't identify this, but I don't know what this jack is on the side. I think it may be a microphone input, but I really don't know. So let's go ahead and just begin opening it up. I guess we could just start with the bottom one, see where it goes. Alright, here we go. Putting out one panel at a time. Okie doke. This might be a bit of a problem and or challenge. What's this spring for? Oh well, let's go ahead and take a look inside real quick. Alright, if you can see in there, a bunch of tubes. If I can get it into better light. There's a nice tube right there. Don't really know. So this is kind of stuck in there by a spring or something. So give me a moment. I'm going to try to get this little knob off and pull this off. So let me hold on a second. Okay, now I have my headlamp and I can actually investigate a bit further. Alright, so sorry for the glare, but we can just look around. There's a bunch of transformers in here. I'm quite surprised. Then again, I mean, probably for impedance matching for most of these, but ooh, there's a lot of, is that a terminal strip, I think, that they put all the components on? I guess so. Trying to identify where I think the tubes are farther up front, but you get a better view of the internal motors right there. I can't tell if this right here, this can right here, is a tube or not. It looks to be. Maybe it's a rectifier since it's so close to the power supply. There's a transformer back there. Here's the actual AC cord that's coming in from the side, so you know that goes up the side. And up there, there's a transformer up there. There's a big old speaker back there. You can see, maybe, that big old thing right back here. I'm pointing with my screwdriver. Like up there, 3 watts, 8 ohms. Apologize for the quality of this camera, but a video camera is just hard to get footage off of it, so I have to settle with this. But I'm trying to think what else we can see about opening up and checking for. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So if we just get this panel or this little clip off, that's what was holding the actual whole left assembly, the left stereo, or the left preamplifier in. Now, unscrew this, you should be able to see what was holding it in. Ah, it was this cable right here. This is what hold it. Oh, so that may just be a mic input after all. Let's see what else is holding it. Can't be just it. If we pull it to the side, then it's got to be something else. Maybe up here. Oh, yep. It's the power cord. That's why. There we go. Pull that off. Aha! There we go. There we go. Now, I wish I could get that off. This cable right here. I don't want to cut it. So, I think, let's see. You can't really see, but down there, that blue power, this blue lead is coming from that unknown jack that I showed you earlier. I think that's a microphone input, but that's the only thing that's holding this entire preamplifier assembly inside. I mean, I just unplugged the power cable that was leading from it, from this jack right here on the left one. But give me a moment. I'm going to try to unscrew this jack, and then I can see if I can pull out the whole assembly.
So what eventually happened is that while I was fooling about trying to get the screws out, I eventually found that the blue cable actually had a jack to it on either side of it. So I just plugged that out and went ahead and pulled out the full assembly. I got a better look at the tubes that I found in the preamp assembly. Most notably, I found a 6BQ5 tube, which is a power pentode, and that was used for final amplifier driving. It had relatively high gain as well as driving abilities for speakers and such. Then I found a 1287 tube, which is a dual triode, and that was for amplification, I believe. Probably a push-pull configuration within the amplifier assembly. And I also found a 6x4 tube, which unfortunately broke on me when I tried to pull it out. The little tab that came with it, or not the little tab, the little glass end piece on the tube chipped off when I tried to pull the metal bar off of it. So it chipped that off and air got into it, so it's basically useless. But it was a rectifier, so I may or may not have had full use from it, but who knows. I also found an unknown tube which had some rubber casing on it or something, and I couldn't identify that tube.
I'm probably not going to be able to use any of these tubes because I am just a low voltage guy. I really am comfortable more with low voltage electronics than I am with high voltage. And all of these, as I showed you in the pictures, they're just all relatively high voltage working at the lowest. We're not talking about the filament voltage here, but at the lowest, their anode and plate, I think, yeah, are working at about 100 volts, and that I really don't want to get into. I mean, if I find some of those really low voltage tubes that can run on like 12 volts on their plate voltage at about 12 or 10 volts, then I would definitely work with those. But I'm probably just going to just use all these extra parts here. And a friend of mine, he is huge tube guy. He builds guitar amps, and he probably will use these more than I will. I'm probably going to at least take one of these. Just take one of these tubes. Can't remember which one it was. I believe it was just this tall tube right here. It was one of these that had the dual, that was the dual triode with the center tapped dual filaments. I'm probably going to use that one and then just build a power supply and just do an example project later down on the road. But in the end, it was a nice project and a nice find. This is just the whole assembly right here. You can see the opening where the preamp was, and I liked how it was all card style, where you could just pull out each individual thing. Probably just gonna see what parts I can get off of this, but in the end, it's pretty nice. So if you have any questions or comments, just post them, in the comment bar below. I hope I covered everything. I'm pretty new to tubes, so forgive me if I didn't mention anything, but yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm sorry if it was long at some points, but I'm kind of a noob at this, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.